Boy, do I have a strange one for you today. A token that claims to pay you for having kids. That's right, childbirth token. From AI profile team members to unverifiable parent rewards, Baby Boom Token is half dream and half hot garbage. We're going to score it out of 100, as we always do. And spoiler alert, the ride might be cut short by gasoline fueled fraud. So we're going to jump right into it. This is Baby Boom Token, just released today on July 9th. And this was a weird one to do some research on. Let's dive into what was so strange about it. We're going to start off, as we always do, with the narrative and vision. So the token ticker is BBT, and their pitch is to reward pregnancy. That's right, childbirth, intimacy, citing global birth rate concerns and celebrity baby bonuses. Yeah. The pros for this are that it's a bold concept with real world utility potential, but it's incredibly easy to sort of fake this. So I'll actually, instead of looking at the white paper, we can kind of look at their roadmap really quick. It incentivizes fraud, basically, at least in my opinion. The team is, I don't know if it's just me, but they all look, maybe besides this guy, even this guy, they all look AI generated to me. So Rion, Vicky, Jackie here, and Bayou all look like AI generated slop. Now, if I'm completely wrong on that, please reach out to me and prove your humanness. But yeah, it's just very strange. I was going through this and I was like, is this real? This just sounds like a marketing sort of elaborate scam. You know, the website's not bad, but you know, they have all these nice marketing sections. They have an app and stuff they're selling and buying on the app. I don't get it. So for that reason, the narrative and vision, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 20. I mean, I kind of get it, but it's all over the place. This thing is all over the place. Let's continue. We're going to go to Tokenomics and Supply. So it has a 1 billion max total supply. There's about 115 I saw on another site while doing research circulating, but here on CoinMarketCap it says 16 million. Obviously it just came out, so who knows? They have a FDV of about $500 million with burns and 30% APR staking on paper. 30%. And if you ever hear of getting 30% on your money, it's probably a scam. It's actually 99% a scam. You know, right now on your money, you'd get 5%, something like that, maybe a little bit lower, just putting it into T-bills or whatnot. So anybody offering you a ton more than that is just straight up lying. I mean, the S&P 500 returns annually on average like 8%. So 30% is just a bunch of nonsense. I don't know what's going on here, but there are some pros. So there's deflationary burns and there are staking incentives. Yeah, I mean, look at this, earn 30% annual interest. Yeah, right. Terms and conditions for sure. So the cons are that the FDV is massively inflated versus the adoption, and unknown vesting does put the price at risk. So for Tokenomics and Supply, I'm going to give it a 11 out of 20. I was feeling generous. All right, on to the next section, tech and execution. So this is live on BSC, and there is a CerTic audit. There is a sell-on app that was launched. There's an AI roadmap, and there's fertility coaching. So they did actually deliver the app, which is this. And yeah, I mean, there's user verification is super weak. The proof of pregnancy, I don't even know how you would really do that. You can see there's a club app, there's a buy and sell app, there's a community, there's games. Like, this thing is all over the place. So, you know, the team is basically fake photo. We already talked about this. How do you trust anonymous devs for this kind of project? I don't know. I wouldn't. That's kind of scary. Also, like, a lot of their marketing is just like, that's like nightmare fuel. So for tech and execution, we're going to give it a score of 12 out of 20. I think I'm being way too generous with this, but it is what it is. That's the score. For market structure and liquidity, it is listed on, it's listed on Gate, Bybit, you know, so it has some listings. The price is 47 cents. The market cap is 10 million, although I've seen on other sites over 50 million. So I'm not sure which one's true there yet, but the volume is low, right? It's under a million. I mean, about 1 million total across all these exchanges. So the multi-exchange portion does improve access to the token, but there's shallow liquidity. You know, the price can go super volatile and dumps will happen quickly. For that reason, for market structure and liquidity, I gave it a 9 out of 20. Last section, exit risk and VC stakes. There was a small $40,000 IEO raise, and there is an ad revenue buyback fund. The CertTake audit is visible, which is good, but little VC means fewer whales dumping sort of early. But on the long tail, this thing is totally broken. There's no public vesting schedule. The ad funds are opaque at best, and the incentive to dump foundation tokens is high, right? I looked on their Twitter, you know, about 20K followers, some decent engagement, but just kind of like nightmare fuel, iSlop type of stuff. So for the final score, we are going to give this a 46 out of 100. This is exit liquidity. I wouldn't touch this ever. It's weird. It's too weird for me. I don't get it. I don't get how you can enforce any of this stuff. This is basically, it's walking a fraud tightrope, if you ask me. There's also like the legal and compliance sort of questions around this. Like how would this even be legal to like incentivize pregnancy or birth? There's a lot of like regulatory things here that I don't understand, but I would assume that they're not going to get approved for anything like this. So anyway, it's just weird, man. This was a crazy one. So I wouldn't touch this, but that is what it is. That's the score. I hope you enjoyed this strange altcoin hunt for this episode. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever see anything like this again, and I hope I don't have to. Please consider giving me a subscribe. It would really help my tiny channel, and I'd super appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.